broadcast every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning on the street 919 FM radio. Here Pastor Helen Garcia and my husband, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. Tune in and prepare to be blessed.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Good about I'm looking like a real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat I look like it's as well.
Together we aspired, and together we have achieved.
We have achieved 6 decades of independence.
We must continue to embrace our watchwords:
discipline, production, and tolerance.
Our national flag belongs to all of us.
So let us move together, hand in hand,
to create a better
and safe
Trinidad and Tobago.
Happy 60th Independence to Trinidad and Tobago from the street 919 FM family.
Happy Independence, TNT.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com.
News from the street 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 12 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube on Iowa TV. In the headlines, nursing students want stipends owed to them since 2014. Construction work on the old central block of the Port of Spain General Hospital will begin next week. Murder in Movar, 1 man dead, 2 children, including a 9-year-old, also shot. And internationally, cost of living continues to rise in the UK, with fears that many will face a winter of despair. And now the news in detail. Nursing students at the College of Science, Technology and Applied Arts, COSTAT, are appealing for stipends owed to them since 2014. According to the students, the stipends stopped in 2014 and resumed after that, but they stopped again in 2016 and 2017. According to the nursing students, the stipends have been outstanding for about 5 years, and the issue affects all student nurses in the system across TNT. The stipend is provided by the Education Ministry. The ministry's Director of Finance has indicated they are fully engaged in doing the necessary to pay the stipends soon. The student nurses said they intend to demonstrate outside the Education Ministry in Port of Spain in an appeal for payment of the outstanding stipends. In other news, TNTech issued a statement this morning saying electricity has been mostly restored to affected areas after a faulty transmission tower led to a blackout in many parts of the island last night. In an update around 1 a.m. today, the company said that with the exception of a small segment of St. Lucian Road and environs in Diego Martin, all customers who were impacted by the large area outage are now back on supply. The company said around 7 p.m. last evening, a major disturbance was experienced on the system after a landslide caused the tower to shift, putting excess strain on the transmission lines, which led to a break in the tower and the lines and the eventual blackout. In more news, construction work on the old central block of the Port of Spain General Hospital will begin next week and will continue for approximately 12 weeks. Health Minister Terence Dialsingh at a press conference said services at the hospital will continue as normal during the process. He said that while several factors had delayed the leveling of the block, including the relocation of equipment and provision of new facilities, work is scheduled and confirmed. He said several meetings were recently held to discuss mitigation measures to be taken to ensure the safety and security of patients, staff, and the general public. One man was shot and killed last night at Thompson Trace, Romaine Lands in Movar. A 9-year-old child was also shot in the head, and the other, an 11-year-old, was shot in the leg. They were all taken to hospital. However, the man was declared dead on arrival. The deceased was identified as Isibo Roberts. Republic Bank customers who are still using the One card have just a few weeks left before their cards expire. Republic Bank has said that its One card will expire on September 30th, 2022. The bank has advised that customers with the One card must change their card to the new Visa debit card by that time or find that the One card no longer works. Republic Bank has advised that cardholders can change their cards at its branches across TNT. Saharan dust has returned to Trinidad and Tobago with a moderate surge currently moving across the region, according to the Trinidad and Tobago Met Service. However, the Met Service says there will be a gradual reduction in Saharan dust concentrations from today. According to the Met Service's Saharan dust and air quality forecast found on their website, the air quality index is now forecast to be at good levels through the next 5 days, beginning today. Internationally, as the cost of living continues to rise, there is a warning that 1 in 4 people in the UK won't be able to pay their energy bills in October based on current forecasts. Charity group Citizens Advise added that some 3.2 million disabled people and 4.4 million families with children won't be able to afford autumn's predicted rise in energy bills and will end up almost £100 a month in the red. The charity group says its warning takes into account the energy rebate and cost of living payments already being offered by the government, showing that increasing costs are outstripping the government's support. It is calling for further intervention from government, as well as asking energy regulator Ofgem to ensure people are protected from the most serious consequences of falling into arrears. The organization's CEO said there is a risk of a winter of despair for millions if further support is not provided by government. Meanwhile, people are being urged not to turn off their fridges in order to save money on their fuel bills. The chief executive of the UK Health Security Agency says she has heard of households doing this to cut down on costs, but warned it creates the risk of infection in food. And that was the 12 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube on Iwer TV. Recapping the headlines, nursing students want stipends owed to them since 2014. Construction work on the old central block of the Port of Spain General Hospital will begin next week. Murder in Movar, 1 man dead, 2 children including a 9-year-old shot. And internationally, cost of living continues to rise in the UK, with fears that many will face a winter of despair. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas.
News from the street. 919fm.com.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The street 919fm.com.
For the best in local gospel music, listen to the street 919 FM. We play the best in gospel music on the street. 919 FM.
Are you ready for me? Go. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Oh, say. Oh, Mary, Mama, oh, Mary, Mama, oh, Mary, Jesus, oh, Mama, oh, Mary, Mama, oh, Mary, Mama, oh, Mary, Jesus, oh, Mama, oh, Mary, Mama, oh, Mary, Mama, oh, Mary, Jesus, oh, Jesus, the owner of my life. With you, all things are made possible. Oh, Jesus, hallelujah. If you do nothing else for me, you have done enough. Oh, Mema, oh, Mema, oh, Mema, oh, Mema, oh, Mema, oh, Mema. You have done enough. Amen, 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 amen. You have done enough. Oh Mary, Mama, oh Mary, Mama, oh Mary, Jesus, oh Mary, Mama, oh Mary, Mama, oh Mary, Mama, oh Mary, Jesus, oh Mary, Mama, oh Mary, Mama, oh Mary, Mama, oh Mary, Mama. This your mercy, this your grace. Oh, Baruba, this your love, this your goodness. Oh, Baruba, your goodness to a Calvary. How you love me so. That if you do nothing else for me, baby, you have done enough. Oh, if you do nothing else for me. You have done enough.
Can I play one more song? One more song? So we're getting ready to go into constructive talk with Pastor Google. Yeah, you know, that's one of my favorite African songs, I must tell you. I love it to bits. That song, love it, love it, love it. After this song, we're going to go into constructive talk. But I have to play this for somebody from Dong Labre. There's a mother Dong Labre that listens to the Street 919 FM every day. This is one of her favorite songs. So, Mom, this song is for you. Let me say good afternoon to Miss Dolly. Miss Dolly, how are you going? You all right? That's my 96-year-old friend. say good afternoon to the YouTube, YouTube and Facebook family. I didn't even know that I was on. Wow. Good afternoon to you guys. Let me know where you're joining me from. I'm seeing people coming in from Canada. The Canada posse is in the house. Is there anybody else coming in from the UK? Anybody coming in from, let's say, Australia? Anybody from the Caribbean islands locked on? Let me know where you're locked on from.
Let's your hands to him. Jesus, you love me too much.
So I'm seeing some news. I just wanted to touch on a story that I saw in the news that it jumped at me this morning. I was hearing about it. When I saw the story, I said, hey, this is an interesting story to talk about. Something to look at, you know, those people who like to slander, you know, who like to say things about people that is not true. And they like to run up your mouth and put things in WhatsApp group and thing. I'm seeing where WPC wins a $75,000. You understand? For social media use has been warned against. Social media users have been warned against posting and sharing lies about people. Yeah, people who like to put things on WhatsApp group about people that is not true and lies about people. That's a nice. So I'm glad that this magistrate set a standard here now, you know. So all who like to put things out there about people and you don't have the truth, no evidence on what you're talking about, note that the precedent have been set. 75. I want nothing less than 75. That's what we're talking about. I like that, you know. Yeah. So, it was a matter where a police officer, a female police officer, would have taken one of her colleagues to court. Yeah. Justice Frank Siposad passed down a judgment, boy. He passed down a judgment like that. Justice Frank Siposad. So all these social media users have been warned against posting and sharing defamation content. All right? So you like to share things about people? He's saying that you could be, you understand, charged. You could face the court and pay up to 75,000. I like that, you know. Yeah, I like that. Songing good. Keep it up, Justice Sipas. I just don't disagree with all your judgments, you know. But I think this one, yeah, I like this one. So, if you want to have an idea of what the story is about, it contains a situation where police, they were in a WhatsApp group and the officer would have said some things about the other officer that wasn't true. You know, saying that she's sleeping with the hierarchies to get position and saying other stuff about her husband and all those different things. Wet them. 75,000. Oh, gosh, I like it. I love it. 75,000 wet here. I like it, you know. You know, I like it because it have some of you out there who listen to me under the sound of my voice who have said some things about me. I could get a little dust. You understand? So continue. Continue. All right. Also, I saw in the news where I don't know how many of you would have heard about it, where where is it? Yes, the UK inflation rate, boy, gone up. the food costs purchase, food costs pushed prices up to 10.1%. The inflation rate in the UK right now, is 10.1%. And they're blaming it on the pandemic. Right? So the food prices are ridiculously high. Unlike what, is very high. Something that they're not accustomed to. And I can tell you, you could go into, let's say, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Asda, what's that the other name? Little, and you may be able to go home. If you go there with £40, 40, 50 pounds, you might be able to go home with substantial amount of food items. Right now, you can't. You can't do that because of the inflation. Right? So that's something that I think we need to look at and keep our eyes on in the UK. That's what's happening in the UK. So again, let me say good afternoon and welcome to Constructive Talk with me, Pastor Google. And what I wanted to talk about today, I'll tell you what I want to talk about today. I'll give you an idea of what I want to talk about today. So we're seeing where the scrap iron dealers are continuing their well, today, coming to work. I want to touch on this. So coming to work today, from the time you reach Claxton Bay, traffic straight till you reach Point Lisas. Like, let me say, Couva flyover. Yeah. So today, traffic, if you see traffic, from Claxton Bay to Point Lisas, bumper to bumper traffic. So I go on Waze, because the water taxi, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that water taxi again. I just don't know what to say. Minister, if you're listening, anybody who listening, you all need to do something about our water taxi service before it collapse, and then it end up like what happened with the Tobago boat. I'm going to say it one more time. If you didn't hear me, you're now closing your fridge door or you're now going into your office and you're working Nitco. Yes, it's Nitco. Is Nitco? Yes. If you're working Nitco, or you are somebody influential where the water taxi is concerned, I am asking kindly, please, or should I say the other way, please and thanks, if someone can look into the water taxi service, I'm giving you all a heads up. I'm giving all a heads up. The water taxi service need looking into. All right? Don't say I never say anything, eh? Don't say I never warned you guys. The water taxi service is starting to become very unreliable. Right? Very, very unreliable, okay? 1 minute it's sailing 7 o'clock, next minute it's sailing 6:30, next minute it's sailing 6 o'clock. 1 minute if you ain't check Facebook, you ain't gonna know what time it's sailing. Then they will post it 3 hours before or an hour before sailing. Madness. Mad thing, as somebody does say. No better than that. People coming from all Point 14, Princestown, Moruga, all over to take this water taxi, and you all are treating us. Okay, all right, I wouldn't say anymore. I will leave that there. So, today I had to take a taxi. Jump on the taxi and decide to make my way to Port of Spain. As I said, bumper to bumper traffic because the scrap iron dealers and the they are, how to put it, they're protesting, right? They're protesting against the closure of the industry for 6 months. Now, hear me. I didn't hear them protest when they thief the bell. Where was the protest for the historical bell that gone missing? And you know what they're saying? Don't tell me nothing about that. We shouldn't have to pay the price. Peter shouldn't pay for Paul. You see, I tell you, all these old-time sayings and all these old-time principles that we would have lived by are slowly being thrown out, you know. So they're saying Peter shouldn't pay for Paul and Paul shouldn't pay for all. Right? Them fellas are them who thief the bell, only deal with them. Leave us alone. We didn't do nothing. We ain't do nothing. So I think only should leave us out of that whole drama. So there was a gentleman who was on the news last night. I didn't know if how many of you saw him. But you all need to come on the live. Because I want to give you all a sample and a taste of what a gentleman had to say about the scrap irons and how they're treating them. Right? Well, they shouldn't be treating us and dealing with us. The man is 60 years old. While they're putting the old man through that. What the old man is saying, I'm 60. I have a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old, he say. 12-year-old. You have a 12-year-old who you have to send to school and only want to play while you're doing this. All you can do that. All you can do with that. I say, okay. So I need you to come on the live and let's analyze and let's take in. Let me say to the Manning family that is celebrating the birthday of Mr. Manning today. You know that today would, if Mr. Manning was alive, today would have been his birthday. And I saw on social media where Brian Manning, the member of parliament for San Fernando East, which is my member of parliament, is sending some, you know, some in love to the family and everyone who would have spent time giving his father all the respect that he would have that was due to him. All right, I'm saying this is a new phenomenon coming up now where people celebrating dead people's birthday. I'm sorry, you know, but it's something I too fond of, you know, celebrating dead people's birthday. I can't promise you that, Can't promise you that at all. When God ready for me, please don't celebrate my birthday. Because I done gone already. That's just me. You know, everybody else is different. But yesterday would have been Mr. Manning's birthday. And, you know, to the family and friends and loved ones who still hold him at high regard, we want to say to them, you know that you all would be missing the boss himself. Well, he was one of prime ministers that people love and respect and hold in high esteem. So, Trinidad and Tobago, I'm going to show you this video, and I want you to join me on the live to see the video, right? So you have to come on to the Street 919 FM Facebook page, and you will see the video of the gentleman. I think he said he's 60 years old. He's 60. The man is 60. I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to watch children. This man is 60. And the man have a baby. Or the man have a little youth. And the man is saying that he wants to send his little youth to school in September. And hey, don't get tired, Christmas coming. It was only a story of this. So I will tell you, at first I was really kind of I was like, what? This is really going on here with you? But to each his own. All right? To each his own. Come on. Everybody entitled. You know what I mean? Me, I good with one. I good with one. Well, let me just say that, eh? I good with two. I good with two. All right, so this is the video. Listen to the story. Listen. And then we're going to come back and I'm going to take your calls. We're going to discuss a little bit about the scrap iron dealers and what they have to say. So if you're watching on Facebook, you're seeing where this is where they put debris in the road and they blocked the road in Claxton Bay. So there was a long line of traffic on the main road this morning, and that's what I was telling you all about this morning. All the traffic that would have been on the main road came on the highway. So there was bumper to bumper traffic this morning. So that is what was happening in Claxton Bay this morning. So if you wanted to know what was causing all this traffic this morning, is and then the police had to come and clear it up. Right? The police came and they clear it up, and it's really sad what took place there this morning. All right. So I want to show you the story with the gentleman last night, boy. And the gentleman last night said he have a baby, right? And he find it unfair that you all want to close the industry now, right? You can't want to close the industry now. No, you can't do that. If you do us that, there'll be problems. You don't have a saying, I don't want peace, I want problems. So the man is saying that there's going to be problems. You cannot do us that. So I'm trying to find back this video with the gentleman yesterday. You know, boy, oh boy. So in the meanwhile, while I'm looking for this video, I could take some calls here. But I wanted to take the calls based on the discussion and what the gentleman had to say. I don't know how I want to get in it, but all right, let me see if I can send it. Yeah, man, I can send it, man. All right, so I'm going to send it now. You know, when I saw this video, I was like, something wrong with me, boy. Something wrong with me. I don't know, like, I missed it at school. Watch now. I was really kind of real out of it, I was shocked. I was really shocked. And somebody say, why let things like this shock me? I mean, listen to this. There are some things that Trinidad and Tobago I haven't yet come to terms with. Right? So I think I have it here now. I believe I have it. I'm going to show it to you now. Whoa, Trinidad and Tobago is a beautiful country, you know. Oh, boy. Everybody lives here. Everybody lives here. All right. So I think I have it here. Join me on the street, 919 FM Facebook page and YouTube page. Those of you who haven't yet logged on, you could log on now. You need to log on now and tell me what are your thoughts about this. Right? You log on now and tell me what are your thoughts about this.
You're not pain.
Pain.
You're trying to pain for now. Once that Bobby was so fine.
What do you protest about, man?
I mean, the let the place ship on. No, man, it's steep. The steep thing is steep. Drilling iron men out here.
This is a protesting 6 months ban on exportation.
6 months ban. That man mortgage, that man trying to send to school opening, Christmas coming. Yeah, so why we must pay for other people's mistakes? No, man is thief, you know. So they say, yeah?
And we let them know if they finish it.
The police are not thief in that copper wire.
The police
are not thief in that copper wire. The police and the TSC people are not thief in that copper wire. Tell them how it is.
And the biggest of the criminals is the one who banned it, the politician.
The politician is one of them.
Millions.
Rolly, they are one of the total feelings that India
So why don't they ban all the politicians on them? Ban all the politicians. So they're the biggest of the criminals.
All we want to do is work. Man to cut blue van, man and money should be. Man rent tin. Man inside the seaboat. Man rent. What's really going on?
Hey, all you know the murder is real high and they're going to go up real high. And now
something in this one. Do all we have to live on now.
The man said Dr. Rolly toted feelings. Hey, something wrong with us, you know. Something wrong with us. The man said, you know, the mother told go high. The mother told going to go up higher because they close on scrap iron. Well, I think the police should look into all your fellas, boy. Because you're telling us clearly what you all intend to do. Wow. So I'm looking for the one with the senior citizen man. So my boy, I want to give you it from with the gentleman. All right, so you need to come onto the live and you would see. So they were protesting. They protested earlier this morning. So people who live Claxton Bay and environs could look out for more protests. All right.
And that's helping keep the country clean.
And mining children at the same time.
When we buy something from everybody out there. We buy a battery from this one, we buy an engine from that one, and then getting a bread too. Then taking that same money and going and buy something they eat for the family. You can't bless some people. Poor people that's glad to see me just see the Iron Man. Clean up the place. If we put food on the table, we don't put up food on the on normal citizen table. Normal citizen table. They can press any place. Returning to press. And everything we clean it. We don't pick up the gun. Returning the whole. Everything on the exported and bringing in the country, we just pick it back up. Yeah? And say, you don't pick up the place again. You don't see none of the ministry coming out and pick up property. Because you know that's the people on the whole civilians looking for. I know they would.
I'm trying to find the video with the with the gentleman. There's a video with the gentleman who said that he have a 12-year-old. How can I find that video, boy? But what is this? I had that video right here. The man say he have a 12-year-old and he can't go through that. He can't go through that, or they can't do him that. So if I could find that video, I'll show you all that video. Alright, once I could find that video, I'll show you all that video. I tell you, the gentleman said it. He said, you know, he have this and that to pay. So once I find that video, I'll show you it. But based on what you have seen so far, alright, based on what you have seen so far, give me a call on 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791, 771-1791, 466-5391, 466-5391. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Nice program as usual.
Thank you, sir.
And you know, it's interesting in Trinidad that the only time, in fact, you must make changes to anything, notwithstanding consequence. It's the only place, you know. For example, if everybody going above the speed limit, but then get into an accident, then okay, you go ahead. But the fella, it's strange. Once you do something in a country, that's how rules and laws are made. So things must be suspended. Now, I'm looking at the type of people involved in this business. You see the type of people? These people get auditing. Now, the demand for scrap iron higher. It's high. There's no entity in Trinidad dealing with scrap iron as regarding the production of iron and whatever. You know, the last one we had was ArcelorMittal. They're gone. So the demand is outside. You know, it's a kind of indictment on the government to do a strong auditing on these firms. And for now, you have to put a hold on that, brother. You see, them kind of fellas involved in that thing there? You could tell me, we're going through real problem in this country with fellas cutting steel, all kind of things. The opposition say, put more police. Let me tell you something, When you cutting wire all over the country, you have to stop the importation. That's a model. And them fellas you see there wouldn't understand that. But you know what? You have a strong police service and a strong government to do that. And they have to do it until it comes back on stream. The next thing, Pastor Google, when these fellas started getting a job in collecting scrap iron, what company they working for? Where they attach? Listen, get the people to do auditing on these companies. Find out the employee listing. Because them fellas out there, hey, them causing real problem for us. Put it on hold. I say so.
But you know, but just now. I don't want you to go. But you know, the scrap iron dealer, and yesterday I was trying to have that conversation with the listeners, where the scrap iron dealer president is saying that the only reason why they are treating the industry like that is because he's a black man. If it was a Chinese, if it was a Syrian, they would have never treated the industry the way they are treating it.
Really?
That's what he believes. But that's what he believes.
Right. Listen, my thing is, if you're managing a business, I do business if you're African or East Indian or Chinese. You must have regulatory framework and control. If you're running a company and every minute TTS thing shutting down, my cable cut the other day, it kept me out of contention for 2 weeks, right, with Wi-Fi. People depend on Wi-Fi during this point in time. And all of a sudden, putting me, and don't put me children in front of you. I tell it, Master Google, you know me. They've put children in front for the wicked deed. And I'm telling you, this is a black man thing. And if you're a black man, come and sit down properly and understand that them fellas are out there with cutting iron and have a demand for it, disrupting people's lives. Don't tell me anything about black man. Don't tell me anything about black man. Not only that, give me an example of a business entity that was given problems in the country to this extent that all outside of an African man that the government has to put a hold on. Tell me. Don't come and give me no race thing with this nonsensical thing. Put your business in order. But the time being, my child, your child, because of scrap iron thing can't go to school, all kind of thing, my child was out of the framework, my grandchild. Couldn't do anything online because all they got the blasted wire. Give me a break. Thank you, Pastor Google.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Everyone.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Google, he said if he was a black man, he's only the president. So it means he's just one person. We don't know the other people. So he is saying only people of African descent in this business. You know, Pastor Google, I'm not hearing the scrap iron people who are being affected and the president asking for the government to look into the business running of the scrap iron business people, right? Order them like the caller before say that. And if they are found to be dealing in illicit or wrong doing, that they should be removed from that business. They must not carry on with the scrap iron business. Is he asking for that so that the ban can be lifted at an earlier date? I'm not hearing the demonstration like somebody talked about the bell earlier. I think maybe you, that they should return the bell because it's affecting the running of our business. You're not hearing that. You're not seeing them demonstrating. He's not concerned about that. He's not concerned about the legitimate business. Pastor Google, when my mom died, she lived in Valencia, and I was cleaning up the back and I had a lot of iron thing to get rid of. Passing around scrap iron, whatever. I didn't hear the battery part of it. So when I offered him all these things to throw, to take, because I was leaving it out there, because I didn't know the runnings of the place up there. He said, no, we only taking batteries. So what was I to do with it? A lot of iron. So he's not into that. They're telling me I want to know what they're really looking for. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good day, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Pastor Google?
Uh-huh.
I'm saying, if the industry streamline, right, and they put things in place, these same fellas who I see on the news there and there, I believe they will be in a better place. It seems as though they want to remain in the scrap iron industry as the scrap. If this thing streamlines and we put the correct laws and things, these same people will be in a better place. They will make more money. Apparently, they want the thing to remain there. So, I know that, okay, the 6 months, it seems too long, but I believe the whole nucleus behind this whole thing should be for it to get this thing regulated and functioning proper as a business. So these people who protest, and I ain't saying they shouldn't protest it, but they're not looking at the bigger picture. They're making the crumbs from the industry. Pastor Google, are you listening?
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
I am observing something, and I don't think the government was doing enough to stop that. No way. Because I can understand the amount of cable left for them thief, and the amount of people that got arrested for it. It was they ain't do enough. They ain't do enough at all. And when they stop thieving the cable now, they close down the industry. Yeah, so when all the cable thief in the whole country, I thought nothing now, that when they close down the industry now. Something wrong, but...
All right, so here what I want you to do, right? I seen your profile picture, so I want to chat with you. Because I seen that you do refrigerating and stuff like that. So you would be, you sound like somebody who in the industry in the sense that you have an idea of how it go down. So when you come back, I want to talk to you, right?
All right.
Okay? I'm going for a break and come back.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks. All right, so we're going for a break and come back to Trinidad and Tobago.
And Tobago, there are so many things to talk about. Social issues, injustice, child abuse, domestic violence, political scandals, and much more. On HOTP, we will cover all that and much more. Don't forget, you can catch us every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday nights from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram. Hot off the press. Hot topics, no filter.
the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under commanding General Yohana will be on the street 91.9 FM every Monday from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m., bringing you the truth according to the Bible. The ISUPK is a non-profit faith-based community organization that will respond to the plagues that's affecting blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We also have programs such as education, both adult and youth, food distribution, rehabilitation, both drug and alcohol, mentoring, counseling, and spiritual support. Remember, tune in every Monday on 91.9 FM, 7:05 p.m. Shalom.
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Kochi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. You don't know.
Hi Trinidad and Tobago, this is yours truly, Pastor Charles, streaming live from Port of Spain, Trinidad, Marvel Road, 91.9. Our services start from, 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning from the first, the second, and last Wednesday of the month. We are going to have a T-R-M-E time in the presence of God. We will be praying, praise God, for our nation. We'll be praying for families. We'll be praying for those that are sick and those that are in need. Tune in to the best station, 91.9 FM Street Live, Port of Spain, Maribel.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution, with over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy. We specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on the street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as Nano Silver, Nano Zinc, Body Light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108.
Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle Tuesday morning from 11:05 to 12 noon. Right here on the street 919 FM.
Good about that looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959 to 814723 or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat, I look like it's on the way.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you could get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10
a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., to the Children's Hour Worship Ministry of the Word and the Family Forum every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., The Law and You, and every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All Night Prayer Live, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
Together we aspired, and together we have achieved.
We have achieved 6 decades of independence.
We must continue to embrace our watchwords:
discipline, production, and tolerance.
Our national flag belongs to all of us.
So let us move together, hand in hand,
to create a better
and safe Trinidad and Tobago.
Happy 60th Independence to Trinidad and Tobago
from the street, 919 FM family.
Happy Independence, TNT.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Right, so I'm back with you, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, so we were looking at the scrap iron dealer situation, and we were talking about it, and we were sharing our different views on it, and we were hearing your opinions on it. All right, and there was a gentleman, a young man, who called in just now. All right, he called back. I really appreciate that. Right, so this gentleman would have called a while ago. Now, there's a reason why I asked him to call back, because of your profile pic. And when I looked at your profile picture, I realized, nah, this young man has an idea of the industry, and and he would have been able to share some things with us. But I hear you with the scrap, the copper thieving. But I'll tell you this: up to last night, they would have stolen copper from my community. Links of copper. I think some one of our neighbors. I will try and show you the video. because I won't show it now. Wait until when you come off, and I will show you the video where I think one of my neighbors or somebody had a camera on their building, and it was showing. Yeah, man. But the copper thieving is still continuing, but people are
let me say something.
People are a little less tolerant of this copper and scrap iron dealer situation, because our station, this radio station, was affected terribly by those copper thieves. And you know, when you said this is to show you too, when you said that they're not thieving copper anymore, that just happened this weekend where our station was down because they went on the hill and stole the copper.
All right. Well, you're welcome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. I observe, because I just fix visioning.
Yeah.
So when I have my little copper and thing, I'll go and carry by the scrap at the sell. First time when you go in there, you have to have your license, register your name and everything when you even go for the first time. Right? So don't like you just go and sell and walk out. So they make sure and take your documents and everything. So anything like that, get all of them, all the scrap iron, not one, all. Only if you have a little thing at the side, somebody buying, yeah. But the main scrap iron places, that are register. So at the time I started to say, well, no, I'm making a little money from it. So I see some people on the beach selling burning wire and some youth men. So I didn't know, I just pull up. So we're going on thing. They say that I call the price, I pay them and I take it and I go on. When I finish scrap as normal, as the man see it, he say, "Oi, right out from here with that." Because it was TSCT wire. I didn't know. That was about 5 years ago. I say, "What?" He say, "Hey, you've been taking that here." He said, "What if I come out from the yard? Come out from the yard. Because if any police pass and you are not in the yard, we in trouble. Right out." You understand? So I take it and I leave and I went very Chinese. Chinese tell me the same thing. "Oh, TSCT where I go. Anywhere I go, they run me." Because they see it and they know it and they identify it. I didn't say no. So I lost my money there. I ended up just selling it to some pipe or somebody. I just sell it cheap. Lost my money. Understand? So you see, from this pandemic we pass here, plenty people lost their work. Who was holding big work and big office work and nice boy work? They lost their work and they're in the scrapyard place selling scrapyard, selling the old batteries, picking up their own thing and saving it and selling it. If you go, whoever know, it's plenty people selling them thing right now. Understand? So you affect everybody because plenty people lost their work and then get it back. Understand? You see this pandemic what past day, open my eyes, I questioned everything. Understand? Because the way all them scrap men get on with me before the pandemic and before now, somebody buying that in abundance and it been allowed to be stolen and sell. Look at my time I see them show up themselves with the copper in the bush, miles in the bush, real copper and they're showing off. And nobody's set up an operation, a sting operation, nothing to go and take the gear with it. And now they close out the whole industry because of that. I don't think
well, it's not only because of the copper, because the stealing of the metal from the government yard, and also you see that church bell? You see that church bell? You see that church bell?
I know the church bell. I know the church bell kind of extreme, but you see the part from the government place, the government bill, wherever. It has somebody to answer for that. Somebody whoever working there, some security guard has to answer for that. Because that is solid, good material relative there. It's not scrap.
Yeah.
You understand?
But you see
that was no scrap. That was good materials to build whatever. And that come out and end up quite so.
Yeah.
No.
But
the type people look like a different thing.
But between me and you see that church bell? I think that church bell would have landed some people in some real problems.
Right now things looking too fishy for me, but right now things looking even the killing right now.
Yeah.
Places just getting drive by just so professional drive-by taking place. It's fishy right now.
Yeah.
The place fishy. The place fishy. It's looking like real thing happen. Look like a planting, man. I questioning everything right now.
Yeah. I hear you.
I'm not just playing dumb and saying, but no. I questioning everything happened since our pandemic come. Where I see so much lies, I questioning everything.
I hear you, brother.
Understand?
Thanks for calling.
I observing things what the people when they tell me, they say like this. They say that in space it have no breeze blowing and no air, right? That had the whole world crying and hugging up people when they launch the spaceship and when they landing when America land on the moon and they plant the flag flying. And they had people crying and believing in that long time. Look at the technology they have now. We can't see nothing about the moon. And we can't see nothing more clean and more. By that me, why I questioning everything, boy. And I'm going blind again, boy. I was blind before.
I hear you, my brother. Thanks very much for your call.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, man. All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, top of the afternoon to you, sir.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
It is worrisome, eh? There was a guy, if you threaten to shoot someone, the police can charge you for that threat, right?
Right.
If it's just a threat, I will shoot you.
Right.
Or come back and shoot you. But there was a guy on the protest yesterday.
Oh, okay, yes.
He shouted out over the airways, we will burn down Trinidad.
Okay. But there was another one. There was another one who was talking about the he's talking about the murder toll, and you're saying, "Oh, let's see how the murders going up. You go have more murders."
And
I'm like,
it's worrisome. It's very worrisome, Mr. Google.
Oh yeah,
it's very worrisome in this little country of mine, boy. And it's good to hear. It's good to hear that the president on the 12 o'clock news saying and asking them fellas to stop the nonsense with the protests.
Oh, he did.
He have a change of heart because at one time he was sounding combative. That if they don't open it and if he doesn't get his way, what will happen? And the men and them will come out and they will have no job and blah blah blah. You know that it's really worrying what's happening in the country. So I'm going to put in my 2 cents.
Thanks very much for your call. Appreciate it.
You take care, sir. Bye.
Thank you very, very much. All right.
Bye.
I am seeing a video here, so I will try and play this video. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon. Yeah, it was 3 hours ago.
Why it is we have to wait until these things happen to say that what the government doing, they couldn't do this and do that before to stop it and all of that. So he's trying now to prevent people from stealing. And they're making all these things. These are things they should know about. I hear a woman say she has 7 children. I don't know where she went to adopt those children because it doesn't seem as though she has those children for herself. And another one says she has $4,000 mortgage. A public servant, police or minister, I don't know who making up a mortgage for $4,000 a month. Eh? Because if you have 7 children, you must have father for the children. So I have to think, well, she adopted them. And they're only coming with all these excuses, okay? I mean, they tell they're doing wrong, thieving and disrupting people's lives, no telephone, no lights, and all these sort of things. What do they think it is at all? How you expect the government to run? When they're saying, calling on the government to fix it. Okay.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Right now, my plaques on me. The burden from Stavanetta, the burden from before the cement factory, the breakup what was all across right after the cemetery, Claxton Cemetery, in the road, right? And the scrap iron business. I personally think it needs to stop right now because these fellas, it still have fellas still finish scrap iron because it have scrap iron that store anything and waiting for the 6 months.
All right. Thank you very much.
Because I worked at a site last night and whole night we were busy at PTSD garage. The guys coming to see from the galvanized to the post to the pipe.
Wow. Thanks for the info. Thanks very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, Miss Jamal.
Pastor Google, and you know that the good book say life and death lies in the power of the tongue. Life and death lies in the power of the tongue. Pastor Google? Pastor Google?
Yes, I'm listening to you, Miss Jamal.
No, I'm not going further because I don't want you to disrespect me. I just want to know, there's a man of God, and I know, you know that it's in the Bible. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And the kind of things that certain people talk about this country, my God, heaven help. It's only God alone can help Trinidad and Tobago right now. It's only God alone. And I know what I say. Because I know enough of the Bible to know that the word speaketh and reach government ungovernable. And if I shall lose, that will flow. My God, heaven help Trinidad and Tobago. I'm begging you, please. Heavenly Father, help Trinidad and Tobago. I'm begging you, please, help Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, Pastor Google.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Jamal. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. I'm a first-time caller, but I couldn't wait for your segment. Pastor Google, I want to support Rowley Jr. and the young man who spoke just now. They are still stealing cables. Yesterday, around midday in Central, they cut the cable and left it hanging in someone's yard. Now tell me, I look at all these young men who are protesting and burning tires and talking about how this industry being shut down is going to take a bread away from them. There are so many other opportunities the government has offered that they can take advantage of right now. But I must tell you, I have no patience right now with it. The leader of that industry said on a news conference, it was live on your program a couple of days ago, that he owns a security company. I want to challenge him to let his security company find the bell. Because you see that bell, it's ringing in my head. I have no patience. If you could steal a church bell, that is when things have really gone south. Things are out of control. It's out of control in other areas of the world too. Because like on January the 21st, the president of Kenya, he shut down the industry because of the same thing. Because he saw it as a threat to national security, because people were stealing cables, they were taking manual covers, they were doing all kinds of things. People need to read and research and see what is happening in other parts of the world in order to control this thing. So the bell, I want to challenge that gentleman to use a security company to locate that bell and bring it back. That's it for me. It should be shut down for more than 6 years. Thank you very much, Pastor Google. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking my call. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your call. I appreciate your call. With the front boy. Of course. Oh my goodness. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, you see me? I set up people talking more than saying God put a hand on us. We are on this earth to represent God. So while we can't do what we have to do with it, we're stealing everything that's there. They believe they have a right to steal and do whatever they want to do in this country and get away with it and get two lawyers like yourself and get in the court and they get away with shit. I believe that we on this earth here, man, here to represent God. And let us do what we have to do to represent. God ain't coming down and doing nobody nothing down here. He put you down here to do what you have to do. We are God's image. And we have to do what God would have done. In countries, they're cutting off your hand, they're doing off your hand. If they put off their hand, go, no, don't do that. Don't do that. If they do that with government, and that is what they do. They'll do that and they're stealing everything. We on the earth here to deal with these people and let us deal with them fairly. Agone.
But let me just say, and Manu, deal with them according to the law. Right, Manu? Deal with them according to the law or the laws of Trinidad and Tobago. Please, I don't want to don't get me in trouble, Manu. All right? So deal with them according to the laws of Trinidad and Tobago. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon,
Pastor
sir.
Google, I have some concerns. One, because I've been hearing on the scrap iron president, the dealers, right? He is on his paid programs. He's speaking, and I could swear he's inciting people. And two, does he have any consideration for the general public? That, you know, when these fellas and them inconvenience people and businesses and people lose hundreds of dollars. Matter of fact, I would never go to thousands of dollars people will be using when they get inconvenienced. I mean, look at that, the church bell. How much you feel that church bell worth? Is that church bell will be a lot of money. When people's internet goes down, they'll be losing a lot of money. You know, they have no consideration. And what gets me more vexed too, we the citizens, depending on the government to deal with it, are we not speaking out about it? Because if we had more citizens coming out and speaking out on it, he will get a message that he don't have the people that he thinks that they are backing him. Because basically he goes on the station, he talks loud, he gives serious threats, and we sit back and we don't open our mouth and say how they inconvenience him, because I don't know if we don't understand that when these guys them do that, they're stealing other people's property. If it's telephone, it's their own property. If it's the internet providers, then it's their property. And when that starts happening, they don't take the bonks for that, you know. They're going to increase the rates to cover the losses by the same scrap iron dealers. Something has to be done. And the government has stayed quiet and give them enough chance to organize themselves, and they didn't do it. So the government has to do something about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Tobago in the house here. Pastor Google, why these things not happening in Tobago? Why is always Trinidad? And mind you, scrap iron people that's come Tobago too, eh? But in THA, in health, the trucks just go wrong. They just announce it and the trucks just go wrong, picking up the old stove and all them things. But Pastor Google, at a point in time, I had some washing machine and all them things, and when they pass, I stop them because of the sparks blowing. I stop them and ask them, are you picking up so they say yes, but they was full, so they passing through and they just announce it, so whenever they could pass back the next day. And Pastor Google, bet your bottom dollar they came back the another day. It have some, they take it for parts. It have some of them will take it for parts. People like who does do fixing washing machines and all them things there. They come and they take them for parts because I just had them there. So Pastor Google, there's a good and there's a bad. But how come you're not getting that here in Tobago? I hear in the news that they say one scrap iron dealer from Tobago was arrested for having certain scrap iron. You understand? I have co-workers that pick up scrap iron because of where we working. But how they not picking up we manhole cover? It seems like we don't have no manhole cover here in Tobago. Something wrong, Pastor Google. Something is quite wrong. But I am so sorry that this has happened, but something has to be done about this thing. And it needs the police, TSTT, them have security and things. They need to get these security people out and about what they're paying them for. Pastor Google, I love to listen.
when you carry back that church bell, right? The same way only went and take the bell bowl, carry it back, rest it in front the church gate, ask for forgiveness and run. Right.
So now they go jump back the bell. And she what have to do? Now they go jump back the bell. Easy. Ask for forgiveness and run. They can't walk away. That's a run. So there's a procedure in carrying back the bell. I want to go back to Angie. To play that procedure. Listen to what you have to do when you're carrying back the bell. Listen, eh?
The same way only went and take the bell bowl, carry it back, rest it in front the church gate, ask for forgiveness and run. Right.
See, now procedures. You know you go about carry back the bell, right? You don't just carry back the bell. You have to carry back the bell, walk very gingerly, and do your thing.
Good afternoon to one and all. I think this is the problem with Trinidad, in Trinidad itself. That is this problem. We have always find a way to award all the wrongdoing in society. All the wrongdoings is what we reward in this country, and that is where we start wrong. Some of you may not understand what I'm saying, but I'm going to go into it. So, they cut apart Corporation Baku, that was about 5 years ago, right? And put it in a container, and police came and they saw the corporation logo on it and so forth, and who was charged, whatever, right? They didn't stop there. They continue in their actions where they started to cut the cable wires. They cut, some time ago, they cut the wrong wire, they cut the fiber optic, leaving thousands of residents without internet. They didn't even stop there. They even went further to TV manhole covers, as well as they went and they started to cut the couplings from the water lines, leaving residents without water. And they are saying that the government shouldn't shut down the establishment pending further dialogue and placements of laws to, to control the theft of state property as well as citizens' private properties, right? So, in other words, what I'm saying is that we have always been going on that road. They want to smoke the plant life substance, the government give them it to behave themselves. They're still committing crime, right? They're still shooting at each other. The government even opened up the borders, they're still doing the same thing, they're still shooting and killing each other. So this gentleman stating that when you close down the establishment, you're going to have more crime. What more crime you can have more than this? Better man, if you're looking around, it have crime, or you're not behaving on yourself still, if the government, whether the government closes down or not, or it's still not going to behave. So we all rewarding the wrong things in society. If it was me, and I wish I was the Prime Minister, if it was me, trust me, we'd never have carnival in this country, until I learn to behave for themselves. Or they smoking no plant life substance, we are opening jail bigger for some of all here. Jail good, I'm going to put the laws with that. I know them lawyers, I can't find no loophole in it. And making sure that all they was staying in jail for a long time. Because some of all they don't understand that the government give all some leeway, right, to do the wrong things. Because I don't believe in smoking marijuana. So they smoke all their marijuana, or you get to smoke all their marijuana, or whatever that ongs, whatever, the government give all that, or they still behaving on themselves. So what the government have to give all for you to behave for themselves? What the government have to do for you all to behave for themselves and stop killing each other and stop thieving and all these sins? I say some of them have no spirituality in their life, and all their parents went wrong. Their parents used to tell them at the bar, so they never read a Bible in their life, so their parents went wrong. It's sins for them, all the children, because they never did the right thing. Sit down and say, hey, you see the bar? It's a reason why they just call it alcohol, spiritual liquor. Because spirit just come upon you. And you feel it's good spirit. I never see nobody who drink alcohol and is very intoxicated under the influence did anything right. They're all doing the wrong thing and sorry after. So, and I stated, Stop rewarding the wrong things, government. Please. Awarding the wrong thing. It's time for these people to behave themselves, and the only way you have to punish them.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google and all the listeners.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Google, I agree with that previous caller, man. You know what we need? More stringent laws. These laws and them are less lenient to deal with plenty of the thefts that they take place in this country. The thefts of motor vehicles, the thefts of precious metals, the theft of anything. And also, I want to talk about the guns. You know what they could do? It already have guns on the street. It's kind of hard to seek out all the guns and get them off the street. That kind of, they might get some, but they can't pull back all. They don't know. They're already and then fellas done stash it away. But you know what you have to do? Anybody caught, they have to go to the parliament and pass a bill. Anybody caught with a gun, it's no first chance, second chance, third chance, nothing. You catch you with a gun one time, 25 years. 25 years, Pastor Google, once you don't have a license for a gun. You want to bet the baddest criminal ain't taking that chance? He ain't want to get catching a roadblock with no gun, in no party, nowhere with an illegal weapon. You understand? And that would put a damper on crime. Watch on your D.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, man.
Join me on Facebook and on YouTube. I want to play you a video. So look at this video. For those of you who are on Facebook and on YouTube, if you're not there, then you are very late. You need to jump on quickly because I just want to show this video very quick. Look at this video. Listen to this lady's story.
Tobago. My name is Nancy Pierre. I live in Hinkin Road, Kunupierre, and I depend on the scrap iron. I am pleading to the government, to the Prime Minister, not to shut down this industry, because this industry keeps me alive with all my bill payments, because I have a mortgage right now. If this industry closes, I'll be out of a home. I had a problem with the bank earlier, a couple of years, and I took them to court and I got back my property. But I made up an agreement with the bank to pay every first of every month, first week of every month, and if I miss 2 months payment, they will put me back out of my property without going back to court. And if this industry shut down, they will take my property because I have no other means of paying my payments. So this is very important to me. It pays my bills, my everyday bills. It pays my mortgage. My mortgage is $4,500 a month. And plus, all my bills I have to get for the month. So I am pleading to the Prime Minister right now not to close down this industry, not to shut it down. Because beside of myself, it have a lot of people depends on it. It have a lot of people outside here who is not even born Trinidadians, live in Trinidad and depend on it. This is not about who is UNC and who is PNM. This is not about religion. This is not about race. This is about the people of the country. You are the Prime Minister, is the head of the country. And we know that you supposed to hear the cries of the people of the country. And that is what we depend on for you to give us a helping hand. Because when you hear our cry, you will come up with a good decision, a proper decision. So, don't close it down out of anger of what other people did that caused the industry to go like this. Because we all know anger clouds a person's judgment. So don't do it out of anger. Do it out of wisdom. Seek God and let God put it in place for you. Give you an understanding and wisdom to help the people of your country, Trinidad and Tobago, because God placed you there to help the people of the country. And that is what we expect you to do, is to help the people of this country, because you are the head. So we would like you to take this in consideration. Remember, all who is out there, all who is suffering, all who needs a helping hand. We need groceries, we need payments for our mortgage, we need to send our children to school. It have too much people outside there that is lost of job right now and depend on the scrap. Even people who have jobs still depend on scrap too, because it's a second to them to help with the payments, because sometimes the money that they have in their job doesn't pull through for the rest of all the payments. So they still depend on the scrap, besides the scrap people alone. I go out there and I do things honest. We are honest people that goes outside here. So it's not like all of us does the thieving. We know it have theft, we know it have in every company, just have certain things. It have in every company, but it doesn't mean to say you have to shut down the company. But you seek out the evil ones out of it to allow the company to go higher. So that is why we would like to say, Prime Minister, please do not close the scrap industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. P.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
I listened to that lady. I listened to everything that she had said. But way back in Bible days, God never do anything without warning. And there was warning where this crime is concerned. And if it gets out of hand, God did the same thing with individuals. So the Prime Minister decided in order for this to come to an end, he take a decision. Not everybody speaks in it, but somebody has to understand enough is enough. The wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life. The law is not for the righteous, but for the lawbreakers. And the law put it in place for the lawbreakers. And this is where the decision comes. Understand what you all are doing. There are good ones, there are bad ones. But then, what the Ministry of National Security or the authority did when police officers was getting out of hand?
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Hello. All right, you're not there. There's a voice note I want to play here. All right, so, boy.
Pastor Google, I think I need to join the scrap iron industry because her mortgage is 4-5. I work with a private company and I can't even afford to pay a mortgage of 4-5 with other things. So they're doing well. They're doing well. And she's saying, seek God. If he come out and he's telling this is a message from God, you think she will believe? They wouldn't believe. They'll still think he's doing his own thing. So she will and seek God. We speak God and things conveniently to suit us and not for the real reality or for facts.
Listen, the lady said to the Prime Minister to seek God. Somebody say they didn't seek God before the thief the bell. Hey, only that nice. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah. I listened to the lady and she said, I think they should close down Parliament because that the thief ain't going on there and they ain't doing nothing. So as they close down the scrap iron, they can close down Parliament too far. That's why another 6 months too.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Google, yesterday news on another frequency. They catch 3 persons in Dugo Martin cutting the cable. And you know where they were from? Moruga. One was from Moruga. One from City Valley. And I can't remember the exact place the other one was from. But if you was watching, I think it's tipper penalties, seizure of all vehicles, and tipper jail term for these people. You know, all the people and them who talking about don't close it down and don't close. They're not addressing the issues of the unscrupulous thievery of...
Hello? Okay, call. I don't know what happened there. Hello, good afternoon.
Okay, could you please get back the lady who gave us the procedure how to bring back the bell?
If you want me to play back?
Yeah. The lady who talk about how to bring back the bell.
Right, you want me to play it back?
Yeah, but before I go, now I remember supporting Mr. Ferguson on this program cell. He made some comments and I said, you know, the man genuine, he sounds genuine. But Ferguson leave me in a kind of a country. They were Ferguson telling me, please have to employ more security. Why? He also telling me, I listen to him, because he catch me eyes. And he tell me, you see, all you see who won in Sri Lanka. Then he come and telling me, some file on some minister. No, and he have me in a mess. Because why you have to have extra security? And I'm now listening to the lady here. This iron industry, like it have nice money. Yeah. And I feel, as I said before, if this thing streamlined, you see them fellas who on the lower end, them go make some money. Them could better themselves from where they is right now. I listened to the one on the protest last night. You know what he's saying? He's saying they go have more murders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to put it together. You understand? But listen, to streamline the industry is the best thing. But these people on the lower end, I sympathize with them. But we can't let it go like that. I tell you, some men pass by me and they're picking up anything. They're coming in here. Yeah. So I empathize with them, but we can't let it go like that. Again, somebody else a chance. But play back that thing with the bell. I like the procedure, how she put it.
All right, thank you very much.
Google, good afternoon. You survived 2 years of a pandemic. So you can survive 6 months without to send the scrap iron and them outside, and like it wasn't saving your money.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Guru, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I listened to that lady. Lady is just the innocent paying for the guilty. She might be innocent in what she's saying and her intention, but she needs to go to her friends and associates who's doing the same business and making the country ungovernable and having an unrest in the country by stealing the cables and stuff. And who's keeping all these protests? Because those fellas might be who had that protest yesterday. It's part of the stealing of these government things.
And the government have to put restrictions, serious restrictions, that they stop doing that stupidness. And they should pull up with the big boss and hold all of them and give them some jail time. Them fellows are keeping that protest because them doing that business. Thank you very much.
Right, but I cannot sit here and allow you to say that the guys who protesting are the ones who doing the stealing. I don't have any evidence of that. All right, so while we are being passionate and we really trying to, bring across our points in a real way, we still have to be mindful. Sometimes we can't just paint everybody with the same brush.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, you see what is going on in this country with the scrap iron, with these scrap iron dealers and how they're getting on lawless. Like Dr. Olika, and I know say he's not the Prime Minister and they want to tell Dr. Rowley what to do. Let me tell you something. You see this thing going on with this scrap iron business, you wouldn't believe how far this thing going and how much people eating our food with this thing going on here. Who how's it going by, who cutting it up, who when the teeth it, who cutting it up and all them kind of thing. Let me tell you something, it's deep, it's far and it's wide. The people in this country to pick it past that Google. You hear what I'm telling you? And like Dr. Rolika said, nothing is them running the show here. That is why they're getting on so. But let me tell you something, Pastor Google. You see all of them who behind that, Lord, all they will see what will take place with all you. Or they continue.
Pastor Google, you see? So I send a message to you and I tell you to listen to that voice message. Right? If you want to hear it, you don't have to. I hope that you're listening. You see part of what that fella say so? Say there just now. Pastor Google, it's a planting we're going on, Pastor Google, and I tell them to check on it. To check on it. Check out them people who only protesting and who only... Watch now. Well, you know what's really going on in this place, just all you take all as a big shock. I keep on talking and all the UNC, they don't want nobody to run this country. They feel them is the only people could run it. You hear me? And it's plantings going on all over. All right? It's planting. These people is wicked, evil people. And when you see you're dealing with evil people, you have to look out for all kind of evil thing going on in the land. All right?
Isabella man ringing there. Well, you're serious.
Carry back the bell. All you just now, all you won't even be able to sleep comfortably, Night and day, bell in all your ears. Carry it back. Take for the forgiveness and run. Don't even look back. Yeah? The same way all you went and take the bell bowl, carry it back, rest it in front of the church gate, ask for forgiveness and run. Right.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, afternoon, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
Pastor Google,
I agree with the Prime Minister shutting down this thing for 6 months, and I will explain why. Everybody knows what's going on in this scrap iron industry. Though I sympathize with the woman, right, with her situation, everybody is supposed to know what it is going on, because if somebody brings something that is stolen by you, would you buy it? You become an accessory, right? You know what's going on. But what I think the government should do in the meanwhile is to restructure the whole system. Get together with the people, the iron people, whoever is in charge. I can't remember Mr. Ferguson, I can't remember the guy's name. But yes, meet together with them. And you have to do some legislation and bring some stiff laws to the people who export and all these kind of things. Because you can't just go and buy something and you don't know what you're buying. And I know they're not buying cotton bags. So you put a stiff penalty for them. If it's $500,000, if you're caught with any stolen items, if you're caught with anything concerning the government, like manhole covers and all these kind of things, you have a more stiff-up penalty. Right? And this is what you need to do. If you start from the head, right, you're going to get it going. Because when anybody brings anything stolen and you know that, listen, the consequences of that is serious and I cannot be caught with stolen things, you will know to put yourself in place. So if you're not buying it, the guys who thieving it, what are they going to do with it? They're going to eat it. They cannot eat it. Right? So it starts from the head. If nobody don't buy stolen things, nobody ain't keeping it to sell. You understand? The thief came by me just one night. They say come 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what time they come in? 11 o'clock in the night. People see them. People may complain. You know what's going on? The police coming to you and asking you questions now. They may question any person. You understand? So it's a whole set of... actually, the thing starts from the top. You understand?
All right.
Because sometimes you call the police Pastor Google, they're not coming. They're not coming. So sometimes you want to know who is really protecting me. And this is how sickening the place is, boy. You understand? So Dr. Rowley needs to do what to do. Yes, in that regard, I give him full support to that. Get all your act together. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Listen, the bell haunted them. Look at that.
Hey, according to Mr. Google, the scrap iron business, that's all. Yes, the scrap iron business, right? I find a lot of people is being biased in a sense that a lot of places will have no food when this thing, when you shut down this thing. No, the people who selling the copper iron from on the line and them, I watch that, it's then you can never sell a piece of steel in the life. But it's just that the steel hustle, you know, easy hustle, and it's them who doing it, you know. It's not the real people who live in off of that, them youth and them cutting on them wires and them, you know. So a lot of people go beyond the bread line, my friend.
But here what people, while you try to join the two together, and I hear you, as some people still referring to the church bell that they stole, some people still referring...
I'm now looking. The chief of church bell?
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know that. I know that. But you know bell,
yeah, but
it's somebody... And the bowling carry by the bell. I'm now looking.
Yeah,
I know they stole a church bell.
Yes, they stole a church bell. And
yeah.
they're saying that if you are part of a... If all right, so if the dealers and they would have gotten rid of, let's say they have a section for copper and there's a section of people who have a conglomerate against or whatever and stealing the copper, but what about the bell that they stole and other metals that they would have stolen? But after the video caller, thanks very much for being up.
All right, you have a good one.
So I'm out of here, Trinidad and Tobago. Have a blessed one. Coming up next is Vanessa Thomas. She's going to take you till 4 o'clock. She's already sitting, I believe. She's already sitting outside waiting. So have a blessed one and be safe. I know outside is hot, so people will complain about the rain, but now you have sunshine.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Is it all right if I give you some Caribbean reggae music? Worship this afternoon. Yeah. Well, everybody just dance with you right now. We are to magnify the name of Jesus. Yes. The song goes like this. Watch it. Look. So we stand and lift up our hands. Hey, for the joy of the Lord is my strength. Hey, so we bow down, worship Him now. How great, how awesome is it? Everybody help me say, we say. So we stand. Give us some music again, please now. Right now where you are, in your homes, just begin to worship the name of Jesus. Yeah. The song.